or may not work. It's not funny unless I say something funny. Hell, I don't know. I do this thing online called Freewrite where you get a topic and then you write for 5 minutes and you write a story. And so I told my friends online from my blog that I would come and do this as a live thing. So what I need from somebody is a character name.
Ronan.
Amanda Hug and Kiss.
Amanda Hug and Kiss. Oh, this may get spicy. Did the kid leave? Okay, the kid probably left when that bastard was up here. Okay, so Amanda Hug and Kiss, and I'm really bad with names, so hopefully, okay, this is going to get to be a spicy story. You're not allowed to give me the prompt. Okay, now I need a prompt, a word, a sentence, something that I have to put into the story.
Industrial Revolution.
Ooh.
Damn it, do you have a prompt?
Jello.
Jello. Oh, we can't put that with Amanda Hug and Kiss. Oh my gosh. We're in public. It's not that kind of place. Gosh.
You're on the top.
Well, I do. I got new shoes, and I posted a picture on Facebook, and one of my friends said, "Oh, it looks like you're gonna go work the pole." And I mean, I obviously had jeans on in the picture. I was like, "Have you not been to a strip club? Like, we're not allowed to wear jeans, silly." Because I assume she must be really conservative and has no idea. But so now I'm waiting to see what she replies, because I'm hoping I made her feel really awkward as she's now thinking, "Oh my God, is she a stripper? Ew." Anyway, so we've got Amanda Hug and Kiss and something to do with the Industrial Revolution, or it's just a word that I have to use. Okay. All right, Ebony, do you have like a timer? There's a timer on my phone that I use for things that are much more boring than this. Well, hopefully do. Okay, so just, Ebony, when we hit 5 minutes, just like wave your hand and I will either wrap it up or say, "I'm so sorry." I've done improv before, but I usually am accompanied by blues musicians and I sing about whatever. So this time, because I don't have to rhyme, I'm hoping. If I get really nervous and desperate, I'm just going to start singing and then you guys can be impressed with, I don't know, something else. If nothing else, look at this beautiful man right here and his wonderful fluffy earrings. Okay, Ebony, are you ready?
I'm ready. You promise.
And then you say, "Go."
Go.
Okay, so one day there was a classroom. The teacher's name was supposedly Greg, but even though he was teaching about the Industrial Revolution, one of his students caught a glimpse of the fact that Greg actually worked at a strip club. When Greg worked at the strip club, his name was not Greg, of course, because he was this uptight teacher. He wore sunglasses to class up on his head, but an uptight shirt, always buttoned to the top. He was very serious, very straight-laced, and none of the kids wanted to believe it. But this little girl in the back row was like, "No, I swear my brother told me he saw our teacher at the strip club." Except at the strip club, his name is Amanda Hug and Kiss. His his signature thing is pink fluffy earrings. But oh my God, can he move? He goes up to that pole and he starts up and he swings those earrings, fluffs his hair, smacks his ruby red lips, and says, "Hey guys, I'm here to give you a show." And the crowd goes wild because none of these people could ever imagine that this is Greg, the Industrial Revolution teacher at the high school. What? If anybody ever found out, this guy would probably lose his job because, come on, we're in Oklahoma. Anyway, Mr. Greg is teaching the Industrial Revolution, and the kids all love him because even though he's really straight-laced, he makes everything amazing. He is like, just got this flair that all starts to make sense. So they've got the kids in the row and they're all watching, and so they decide, hey, let's start leaving the word, let's just start throwing words at him and say, "Wow, Mr. Greg." And Mr. Greg's like, "Yes, Sally." And Sally goes, Mr. Greg, I had some pink fluffy earrings. And I left them here on my desk and I can't find them. Have you seen any? And Mr. Greg's like, no, haven't seen any. I don't know what you're talking about. Never seen pink fluffy earrings before in my life. And Sally's like, man. So he goes on, he's going, anyway, back to the Industrial Revolution. I know this is the most boring topic you guys think I could talk about, but really, and pretty soon Bobby's like, Mr. Greg, Mr. Greg. And Mr. Greg goes, yes, Bobby. Guys, can we please not interrupt everything? And he goes, well, I was just going to say, my head hurts really bad because last night I was walking home and I ran into this pole. And Mr. Greg goes, you walked it, what? I mean, he knows Bobby is clumsy because, come on, everybody knows Bobby is clumsy. That poor kid walks into the door frame every time he leaves the room. But Mr. Greg's like, that's just the weirdest thing. And Bobby's like, yeah, seriously, like, I practically wrapped myself around that pole. I hit it and I kind of lost my balance, so I held on and I started to spin around it. And Mr. Greg's face turns white. And then pink starts to creep up his face. And he's like, holy crap, they know. But he's going to play it cool because he can't let them know that he knows they know. So he's like, well, Bobby, I bet you'd be pretty good at spinning around a pole. Did you fall down? Did you hurt yourself? Are you okay? Do you need to go to the nurse? And now Bobby's a little embarrassed. He's like, no, I'm fine, never mind. And puts his baseball cap back on and gets back to work. But now we've got little Jennifer who's up in the front row, and this is a sassy little girl. She's like, oh, I'm going to break Mr. Greg. You just watch. And Jenny's like, Mr. Greg. And Mr. Greg's like, yes, Jenny, I take it we're not learning about the Industrial Revolution today? Is it just over now? Jenny's like, oh, I just wanted to say that my brother came to pick me up from school the other day, and he thought you looked awful familiar. Is there any chance he's seen you somewhere other than school? And Mr. Greg's like, well, it depends. What's your brother look like? Like, how old is he? Is he older? I mean, I don't know. I sometimes go to a coffee house and I sit on my laptop and I watch open mic people and try to be nice and laugh at things they say. Come on. And Jenny's like, oh, well, he thought you looked awfully familiar, but he thought your name was... he thought your name was something else. I can't remember. It was really long. It was like a man. It's like a man's name, you know? And Greg's like, okay, you know what? I don't need to put up with this anymore. You know how much money I make every night? And do you know how much money I get paid to be here? Not enough. So you know what? You sassy little bitches, I am a man to hug and kiss. So if you want to see something, watch this. And Mr. Greg grabbed that door frame and went, ooh, yeah, and slapped his butt and said goodbye. And that was the best class on the Industrial Revolution that those children had ever had. So, I guess that's what happens when I free write in person. And